I said apply to these US universities and get your results in 3 weeks, automatic scholarships and funding. These are big changes in Estonia, where I talked about some changes in Estonia. And these are equally videos where I talked about how you can study in Austria for 720 euros. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and thank you so much for joining today. Thank you so much. If you are new to the channel, my name is Milton Fonkwa. Thank you so much guys for joining. Please do me one favor now. Like this video for us and subscribe to our channel below. All right, thank you so much guys for understanding. So today's video I'm going to be talking about Malta family visa and how you can relocate with your family to Malta and the documents that you need in order to relocate to Malta with your family. Well guys, I want to draw your attention to the fact that it is not going to be easy for you to immigrate as soon as you are a student to Malta with your family. All right, as a student, by the way, you cannot immigrate directly with your family at the same time, all right? But your family can always join you back to Malta or in Malta. And there are things you need to own and there are things you need to supply before your family can join you to Malta. Guys, if you are new to the channel, I equally have other videos, all right? Please follow it from here and do not forget that if you haven't subscribed, there are a lot of videos on this YouTube channel. If you are looking for scholarships in the United States, if you're looking for funding opportunities, assistantships, if you want to study in Belgium for cheap amounts of money, if you want to study in Norway for free. Remember, Norway is trying to implement tuition fee in January. This January, I will bring the updates here. You remember, Germany is still free, but you need a blocked account to study in Germany. All these videos and more about Portugal, Netherlands, all right, Sweden, they are all on my YouTube channel. You are going to find the list very soon. Please do not forget, check the channel and you are going to find a lot of scholarship videos as well. All right, Erasmus Mundus, MasterCard, study in US for free, study in US for grants, and all of that. They are all on the channel. Now, as I was talking to you before about Malta, as an international student, you cannot migrate to Malta at the same time with your family when you get the student visa to Malta. All right, but when you arrive Malta, you need to get some certain things. The first thing, very important, is that you need a residence card or a residence permit in Malta valid for at least 1 year before you can bring in your family or invite your family over to join you. All right, then that is the very first document. Then the second document is that you need to have the income threshold. All right, there is a certain threshold you need or amount of money you have to be earning in a total of 1 year for your family to join you in Malta. You need to provide that. There is another method where you can show amount of money in your bank account. I shall bring the details further later or maybe later on in another video, but please remember to do your own research and verify why I bring the details to you later on. All right, remember I said the two things you need first of all is your residence card or your residence permit. All right, and you must have lived in Malta for a very long time, or even if not long time, maximum 3 months and above, you can bring them in. But remember, you need to show this threshold money, which is something that is going to be holding you back. All right, you need just the money. Income threshold is the certain amount of money you are going to be earning per year in Malta. All right, then you provide your residence permit. These are the key documents that you need for your family to join you. Now, the other documents that you need for family reunification in Malta is equally an application form, which is a C/22 form. All right, for non-EU nationals. All right, their sponsor has to fill out a copy of this family member, or has to fill out a copy for each family member. If you want to bring in one child, if you want to bring in your spouse and 2 children, your spouse and 3 children, there is this amount or the way the money is calculated. All right, make sure you verify all these details so that you do not get confused along the line. The first document, I already gave you the first 2 things that you need. Then now you need the application form for each family member. All right, you equally need a cover letter to explain why or maybe explaining that the sponsor has been living in Malta for the last 2 years. Like I told you, 3 months is not enough, 6 months is not enough, at least 2 years, because they must see this money in your account to be sure and of course, if you do not have a job, you cannot have that money. Or even if you don't have a job and you have the money, but you will need more documents to prove. All right, so please note that that is how it functions. Again, you need a sponsor's residence permit. All right, I already talked about that. Another document you need is proof that your sponsor intends to become a permanent resident in Malta. All right, for you to apply for or let's say if you want to apply for Malta family visa, which is the family reunification to Malta. All right, yes, that's the name of the visa. So that's what you need to know. You equally need proof of your relationship with the sponsor. Are you married? Yes. Show the documents to show that you are married. Marriage certificate now comes in. All right. Are you the child of the person inviting you? Are you the sponsor? Yes. Show a birth certificate to show that this person is your father, your mother, or whoever. Is the person adopting you? Did the person, or is the person your adopted father? If yes, show your adoption papers. All right, all these things have to be in possession, because you have to prove all of this in order to get the visa for whosoever to move to Malta. Remember, the person in Malta has to be filling the forms. All right, I already explained this to you in one video, but I guess a lot of people didn't see that. That's the reason they are still asking me. Another document you need is proof that the sponsor have enough space to house you. All right, an architect must issue an attestation confirming that the space in their accommodation can house you guys. All right, I think this is the same procedure that Italy is using. There is Italy has this method of calculating the apartment you are living in according to the number of people that are actually coming in. All right, so you have to know all of these things. Then equally, the proof that your sponsor receives a stable and sufficient income. I already talked about the income threshold here, so that is what I mean. Copies of passport of all family members. All right, of course, if you want to travel, if you have a son or a daughter who is very small, 1 year, 2 years, get them a passport, because they need a passport in order to travel. All right, note that all these documents have to be submitted in Maltese or English, and you must have them translated by the registrator in Malta. All right, so remember, you are submitting these documents in Malta. So if you intend to do this, make sure all the documents are apostilled, all right, or translated. Details of how you can do the translation are found. If you have questions, more questions, you can ask the Maltese embassy in Malta, all right, or you ask your own embassy or where you are going to be submitting these documents in Malta for them to guide you, or equally check online at the Maltese embassy's website. You can equally find information about this. All right, so make sure it is very important for this income threshold. This is the main one that is very important. But if you ask me, I will tell you that it is very good for you to just migrate to Malta using a student visa. All right, but know that you cannot move with your family. Now the question becomes, what if I want to move with my family? That is where it becomes very trickish. All right, because you cannot migrate at the same time with your family. And even if you migrate with your family, how are you going to take care with them at the first arrival in Malta? So the officials don't really want a problem or a situation or scenarios where people or internationals will not be able to take care of their family members. That is why you are providing all these documents, and that is why you have to prove that you are capable of migrating to Malta, and you equally have some money to be taking care of your families. Remember, admissions is still very much open in most Maltese universities. If you are looking at universities, you can check the University of Malta. All right, it is very much open. You can check Institute of Tourism Studies in Malta. There are a lot of universities in Malta which are still very open for February intake of 2023, some for October intake, because most of the schools in Malta would commence for October intake. Application for admissions will start around February or March of 2022. All right, guys. So these are some of the information. Moving to Malta, remember the family reunion visa is not a tourist visa, and it's not a business visa. A lot of people don't know, and remember that it is a long stay visa, same like a student visa. Short stay visas include tourist visa, business visas, medical visas, and maybe conference visas. All right, but a study visa lasts for at least more than 90 days, which is a long stay visa, and family reunion visa, like I said, in the case of Malta, is equally a long stay visa. So you have to put this all into consideration and see that everything works well. Now, cost of Malta for family reunification permit, all right, you will have to pay like maybe 27.50 euros, all right, and equally pay and maybe a fee of 100 euros in case you are applying for other visas. For example, the national visa or the national family visa is going to cost you at least 100 euros. It all depends on the time you are applying to and the embassy in which you are applying to, because things do change at times. Like I always say, things usually change. Now, again, if you are looking for spousals visas to Malta, you can check them, because family is different from spousals visas. All right, you can equally check Schengen visas to European Union. If you want to apply for how you can stay for long with family or without family, you can equally check the embassy's website and you can do it. For working in Malta, if can I work in Malta with a family visa? Yes, you can work in Malta if you hold a residence permit, let me say for family reunification while studying in Malta or while staying in Malta. You can work and create your own business in Malta. It is very, very normal. Then for the question is, can I study in Malta with a family visa? You can study in Malta with a family visa and it is not a barrier. All right, this type of visa will even allow you to stay, work and study as well. So it is still very advantageous for you, or it is your own advantage or for your own good. How long can I stay in Malta with a family visa? The residence permit for family reunification in Malta is issued for 1 year. So after that time, you can apply for an extension or of the residence permit, or if you still meet the same requirements, of course, they will give it to you. All right, it is for 1 year. That is why it is always they always want you to prove that you have enough funds to take care of your family. Malta family visa processing time, how long? Well, it depends on what you are doing and the application for the family reunification in Malta. It takes minimum of maybe sometimes 9 months. All right, it is usually a long process, right? You can deposit the documents and they take 3 months. Some can take 6 months. Some can take maximum 9 months. All right, but like I said, it has to be in between 3 to 6 months, but maximum should be 9 months. All right, for you to get the residence permit to Malta. I hope this video will help you, and I equally hope that you enjoy this video. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos. New and you didn't know, this is me. This is Milton Fonkwa. This is my YouTube channel. All right, just type my name on the YouTube search bar like this, Milton Fonkwa. You can see it here. When you type it, this is going to open. This is my YouTube channel with 24,000 plus subscribers. Then you click on my picture